Also wanted to ask you about what's happening in the United States. We're going to see Powell's testimony to Congress this week, also the jobs report at the end of the week. And the current thinking is that the Fed does have a little bit of breathing space here when it comes to that eventual pivot and the move to cut rates. What does the timeline look like from your perspective, and what does it mean for markets?
Well, the last time I was on, I said that there was going to be nothing before May. I still stick with that. The economy is growing really well. Inflation is still, unfortunately, a bit sticky. The markets are just waiting. They're so used to the Fed giving guidance and just like being able to watch. And we're just waiting for that to happen. We're almost in a holding pattern around Abu Dhabi Airport at the moment. And it's frustrating. And as a result, market participants are looking inside at data. And the data's mixed at best. So we have US sentiment and European sentiment being dreadful, and yet we have some of the harder data, heavy truck sales, my favorite point, being robust. And so market participants can go either way. We had Rubini not even being upset the other day, which is quite shocking.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wonder what's changed for Nouriel that he sees more of an optimistic outlook moving forward. With regards to the other top central bank meeting this week, we're also going to get an ECB decision. How much trouble is the ECB in when it comes to the macro outlook in Europe right now?
Oh, Europe's a dog. I mean, it's flatlining. You know, we've Germany, France, across the board, the largest economies are just doing dreadfully. The ECB should have been cutting last year. Unfortunately, they haven't, and there are people saying, will they act first and go hard? The ECB never act first, and they never do hard. So they're just waiting on the Fed. Unfortunately, I think that they are, it's too, when they do start, it's going to be too little, too late. That's my personal opinion.
Just finally, we've also seen OPEC moving to extend voluntary production cuts. Right move for the market, and what's the impact for the Middle East region and equities in this part of the world?
Well, I think it's voluntary, or how much are we concerned about global growth and in Asia and other markets for the Middle East oil. I would say that it's a natural thing. They would just want to keep prices high. There are other participants that produce oil that would like my price to be as high as possible. I think it's a good thing. I don't see that it's going to have significant impact. Obviously, we've got the US and shale, so OPEC's becoming more and more of an irrelevance. I know that that's a little contentious to say here in the Middle East, but I do think that the rise of non-OPEC producers it's a good talking point, but I think it demands more important.